The next type of battery we will discuss here is the metal air batteries. Now, in metal air batteries, we use pure metal or as the anode, and oxygen from the inexhaustible air supply is used as the cathode. And we use aqueous or aprotic electrolyte. Now, coming to metal air batteries, they have very high specific energy, high energy density, which is much higher than the lithium ion batteries, which makes it prime candidate for EV application. But it has certain complications related to the metal anodes, catalyst, and electrolyte, which possess certain hindrance towards the development and implementation of these batteries in EV application. A lot of research is being carried out in order to overcome these complications associated with the structure of these batteries. So, based on the type of metal used, we have actually there are different many numbers of metal air batteries, but we will be discussing only these six types of metal air batteries. That is lithium air battery, calcium air battery, magnesium air battery, iron air battery, aluminum air battery, and zinc air battery. So first coming with lithium air battery. So here it has a very high theoretical specific energy, around 11.14 kilowatt hour per kg. So this makes it more suitable for EV application. But because of the combination of the air and humidity, it possesses high fire risk. So this is one of the limitation of lithium air battery. Next we have calcium air battery. It has high energy density, but the limitation is that it has capacity fading. Now capacity fading is the property of a battery where the amount of charge a battery can deliver at a particular rated voltage, it decreases as we use it more. As the time progresses, the amount of charge it can deliver at a particular voltage or the rated voltage, it decreases. So that is what we call it as capacity fading. So calcium air battery has this capacity fading as one of the limitation, and also it is very expensive. In order to improve the overall efficiency of this calcium air battery, we use calcium as alloy. That is, instead of using pure calcium as the anode, we use calcium alloy as the anode. Next one we have magnesium air battery. Now this magnesium air battery, again they have high specific energy of around 700 watt hour per kg. Again here, in order to improve the efficiency, we use magnesium alloy instead of pure magnesium. We use it, it requires dissolved oxygen reactants that is present in the sea water. So most of the time we use this for undersea applications. This becomes more suitable for undersea applications. Next we have iron air battery. Now iron air battery, it has low specific energy compared to all other metal air batteries, like around 60 to 75 watt hour per kg. But this is one of the most prominent battery technology we use for EV application, mainly because of its lower cost, lower life cycle cost, and also there is no deformation of active material that occurs because of the continuous electrical cycle, or like charging and discharging cycles. Because of that, there is no deformation occurring. So when it comes to maintenance, the iron air battery is much easier, and it has very lower cost. Also, the iron air batteries have low environmental impact. So because of these reason, in spite of having low specific energy, they are used in EV applications. Next, we have aluminum air battery. The aluminum air battery, it has high specific energy, terminal voltage, and ampere hour capacity. It is, and one of the disadvantage of this battery is that during the discharge, it consumes water. It is mechanically rechargeable batteries, which means that once the aluminum anode is completely discharged or in the chemical reaction, you cannot use it again and it will be no longer able to produce the electricity. So in such cases, what we do here is we replace the aluminum anode from the new aluminum anode, which is made from recycling the hydrated aluminum. So we replace it with such new aluminum, and then uh, again it is used for uh, the discharging purpose. And also it has because of its low cost, which is and abundance in the aluminum anode, and there is no emissions at the point of use. That is, where you use it, you will have no emissions. Because of such characteristics, they are mainly used in power marine and underwater applications. So it has very high specific energy, which makes it more suitable for this application. The last type of metal air battery is the zinc air battery. It has properties much similar to fuel cell. It is both electrically and mechanically rechargeable. Now, electrically rechargeable and sometimes we say that electrical rechargeable batteries are more suitable, but mechanical rechargeable batteries, as we have discussed in aluminum battery, they also have certain advantages when compared to the electrical rechargeable batteries. And also the reaction rate is controlled by varying the flow of air. So when we are using it as electrically rechargeable battery, also called as secondary batteries, we use bifunctional air electrode. And when it is used as, or when it is designed for mechanically rechargeable batteries, then we need to replace the discharged anode after every discharge. Now, this type of battery, it can be used under hybrid design in order to get high performance. That is, when it is coupled with when it is coupled with the lead acid batteries, both this battery together makes a hybrid energy storage system, and this improves the performance of the batteries. So these are the different types of batteries. As I have discussed earlier, when it comes to rechargeable storage application, that is metal air batteries, they have lower cost, they have high energy density compared to all other lithium air batteries, but because of because of these reasons, they are a very good candidate or a prime candidate for EV application. But because of certain complications associated with the anode electrolyte, a lot of hindrance has been a lot of obstacles, or a lot of problems you get when you actually implement these batteries for an application or any application. So a lot of research is going on in order to improve these batteries in terms of their maintenance. Thank you.